Well, let's get started. So last time when we met, I went over practice number 1. And as you know, this is called the Yahlight Daily Meditation and Prayer Practice. And it's a easy to follow 8-step meditation and prayer practice used to increase our conscious connection with the Spirit of God who lives inside of us. So what we're going to go over today is all of the 8 steps. So it's a little bit of information, and you'll understand now why I chose these 8 steps when I go over all of the 8 steps. I'll try not to take too long. The first step is to have a daily practice. That's step 1. And of course, nobody can do it every day. But in general, if you can try to have a daily time with God and really be focused on some goals of why you're meeting with God, and then having the prayer practice at the end, you'll find that, or I have found as well, that with a daily practice, and daily, the word daily is again and again, right? We come back daily, again and again. And again, RE, the prefix, stands for again and again. And it's amazing when you look at all of the words that start with RE, we get to reap the rewards of all these R words when we meet with God again and again. The second step is the body. And I went over this a little bit last time, but when we're born, we get a body, which is a physical form, and we get a soul, and we get a spirit. So this is the human being right here. And the body and soul is our flesh. That's in the Bible. That's called the flesh. Now, what's interesting is it also talks about in the Bible that in our heart is these things here: our soul, which includes our mind, our emotion, our will, and our human spirit. The third step is the breath. And actually, when we're born, we do get the breath. It's called the breath of life. Now, it's called the breath of life because without the breath, of course, we would not be alive. Step 4 is the word. So, did you guys feel different after the song? A little bit, right? So that's why the singing and music and chanting have been around for as long as we have. Okay, so number 5 is the Spirit. And what I mean by the Spirit here is God's Spirit. Step 6, go over here now, is the heart. So the heart, here we have our little heart and we have our new heart. The heart is electric and magnetic. So our heart is actually not in a little chamber. It is a field that extends out 8 to 12 feet. And it's electric and magnetic. It has attraction and repulsion. And the whole atmosphere of the world, of the earth, is electric and magnetic. So our heart's constantly interacting with the entire universe, we could say. The next step is the soul. And the soul is what we're born with. Everyone's born with a unique soul. Your soul is different from your soul. It's your personality. It's what makes us unique. The last step is prayer. And maybe I'll just set this up here. In prayer, in my meditation practice, I go through steps. And I've been doing it so long now that I just kind of know how to go through these steps. But pretty much all of the people who talk about prayer recommend be thankful. Start off your prayer with thankfulness, gratitude, and praise everything. If you can memorize this 2-minute practice, it'll get you out of a lot of trouble.
Faithfully seek God. Gently become as still as possible. Allow the goodness of the breath to lovingly flow into you. Find joy and sincerity